Well, the roof is closed for comfort as we get set to bring you baseball from Chase Field in Phoenix, Arizona. Today, Game 3 of this 4-game weekend set between the San Diego Padres and the Arizona Diamondbacks. Arizona find themselves on a 5-game skid. They'll try to get back on track next. Zach Godley gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, you take a look at this guy's ERA. Any ERA under 4 is pretty good in this day and age of baseball when we have all these high-scoring, high-flying affairs. This guy knows how to pitch. He knows how to control the running game. And most importantly, he's not afraid to throw strikes. We'll see how he does in this one.
And that'll bring up Manuel Margot. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. First pitch coming. Here it is. Underway at the ballpark this afternoon as the first pitch is in there for strike one. Well, guys, these Diamondbacks, as they begin play, they come into this one in need of some kind of spark to turn them around as they find themselves in the midst of a 5-game slide.
Yeah, I get it, Matty. The team's on a moderate losing streak right now. Can't be happy with the way they've played, but they have to find a way to relax a little bit. Everybody goes through these little stretches, these little valleys throughout the course of a long season. This team should right itself, and it needs to start today.
Nope.
Tough call there, but the cutter misses 1 and 2. Skied in the air to straightaway left. On the move is Polanco. 1 out. And here's a chance to look at the starting 9 for the visiting San Diego Padres. Dero, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
Well, Matt, going into this, looking at both lineups, they're both hot right now and they can both swing the bats. We probably got a slugfest on our hands. What pitcher's going to make the big pitch? A big spot, execute something to get his team off the field. Otherwise, probably a team with the last at-bat's going to win this one.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Nope.
And that misses ball 1. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew working this one. Behind the plate is Eric Summerskill.
Yeah, Dan, we got Eric Summerskill behind the dish. Really likes to work the ball east-west. What did you like? Did you like north-south, east-west?
I thought east-west, D-Row. The more that I could get away with on the outside corner, inside corner, give me a wider plate than a higher plate. I think it's a lot easier to pitch to a wider plate.
1 out, nobody on. Popped him up. And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the 2nd out. So coming to the plate, Eugenio Suarez, looking to stay hot. He's been a real threat at the plate the last week or so. Here comes the first pitch. Here's a strike. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, but it bends just foul into the second deck. Frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. And now Arizona gets its first opportunity in a scoreless ball game. Travis Wood will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, you take a look at this guy's number. One of the things that jumps out at you is that ERA. It's into the 4s. But that doesn't necessarily indicate what kind of pitcher this guy is. If he brings his A game, he can shut anybody down. The problem he's had so far this season, he's been a little bit inconsistent. He's a better pitcher than that ERA over the 4s indicates.
Coming to the plate now, A.J. Pollard. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Line toward the alley in left center, but this will be pulled in out there in left center. Well hit, but a rough out, number 1. With that, let's take a look at the hometown Diamondbacks lineup card. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, you've really got to be able to appreciate the incredible talent of Paul Goldschmidt. He's really swung the bat well against left-handed pitchers so far this season. He's hitting over 300 against southpaws, and he's facing another one of those today. I'm sure he's excited to hit in this one.
And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. And he's hoping to get things going at the plate. It's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate. Guys, these Padres, as they take the field this afternoon, they come in on the heels of a victory last time out, but they've been in a bad stretch recently, losing 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, guys, after the first 4 games on this road trip, they find themselves 2-2, kind of par for the course. But they got to find a way to play a little bit better today, kind of turn the tide and get it working in a positive direction.
A bouncer to the left side. Suarez is there. Throw just does beat him to the bag, as that was pretty close. Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. He was 1 for 4 with a triple in the ball game last night. Woods ready. Here's the first pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Suarez comes up with it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks. And this is still a 0-0 ball game. And it'll be the cleanup spot for the Padres. Will Myers. First pitch of the at-bat. Popped him up. Sanchez is there. 1 away.
Okay, here's how the Snakes are lining up defensively. And let's take a look at third baseman Jake Lamb. Everybody's going to focus on the offense, and rightfully so. This guy absolutely mashes. But he's an adequate defender over at the hot corner. And be on the lookout for him to make a big play today.
Next to the plate for the Padres, Ryan Schimpf. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Here's Lamb to make the catch now, and there are 2 away. Set to get his day started, Hunter Renfroe. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. The windup and the 0-1. Way out in front.
Hey, this boy ain't messing around right now. Attacking the zone, showing a lot of confidence in his stuff. He's got 2 quick outs, and now he's got this guy down 0-2.
Blanco scoops it up. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Padres down in order. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. So here's the cleanup hitter for Arizona, Gary Sanchez. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game. First pitch on its way. Line hard to the left side, but foul.
All right, that's when you got to tell yourself to slow down a little bit right there. Out in front on a fastball, hit it hard, but pulled it foul.
Inside, ball 1.
And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. And this is lined softly to the left side. He lays out, but it's out of his reach, so that's a tough strike, too. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2.
Most good pitchers know that they have to work inside and sometimes even come off the plate to keep hitters from getting comfortable up there. I think that was part of the intent with that last pitch.
And he lays off a pitch off the plate and high. 3-2. Andres Blanco is on deck. Full count still. The 3-2 one more time. He swung on and missed. He got him.
So here's how the San Diego Padres are positioned defensively. And let's take a look at third baseman Eugenio Suarez, one of the more underrated players in our sport. Big time power from the right side, ability to crush a hanging breaking ball. Also soft hands at the hot corner. Very reactionary down there and a strong arm.
Up next for Arizona, Andres Blanco. And as you can see, he's had some troubles here in his own ballpark. That's something he'll look to improve upon in this one. This is line to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Batting fifth, third baseman,
Jake Lamb standing in now. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and one away. First offering on its way. And that pitch catches the inside corner.
Jumped ahead with strike one there, and that's something he's going to do a lot of in this start. He doesn't have lights out stuff, so it's important for him to be pitching ahead and have the hitters on their heels.
And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball one.
Wow, how about that? He was tempted to make a swing at that pitch right there. That was way out of the zone, but he just kept his hands back enough.
Bouncer down the line. And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out. So coming to the plate, Joe Acevedo. And he's a guy that's really scuffling at the plate right now. First pitch of the at-bat. High in the air out to center field. Margot's under it. And that's the third out. One left for the Diamondbacks. We'll move to the third with no score. Back now in the desert Southwest, set for the top of the third from Chase Field in Phoenix. Here's Jabari Blash. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
And Goldschmidt able to put the squeeze on it here. One away. Digging in now for San Diego, Mario Nunez. First at bat for him in this one, and he's got that average up over the 300 mark for the year. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1.
He's looking really great on the bump right now. I mean, it's been a while since he's allowed a base runner, and he just jumped ahead of another hitter right there.
High in the air out to center field. Blanco moving to his left, and he makes the catch for the second out. Up next, it'll be the pitcher for the Padres, Travis Wood. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. And the Padres pitcher behind with a 1-2 count. Third inning, no score to this point. Struck him out. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Here's Gregory Polanco. It was a 2-hit effort for him, including a home run in last night's game.
Gregory Polanco.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And the slider stayed low, apparently, for a ball. So 1-1. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. The 1-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Margot on his horse. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. So with one away now, let's quickly give you a look at the standings in the National League West entering play today as you see where these two teams sit in relation to one another. Coming to the plate now, the pitcher for the Diamondbacks, Zach Godley, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch coming, here it is. Started that swing a bit too early. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Swing and a ground ball to third. Scooped up on the backhand. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Center fielder number 11, A.J. Pollock.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, A.J. Pollock, 0 for 1 here in the early going. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a swing and a ground ball, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. This one's down to third. There is Solarte. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. Striding in once again, Manuel Margot back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Popped him up. Sanchez is under it. 1 out.
Now batting, third baseman.
Digging in to try it again. Yonhervis Solarte comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in the count.
Grounder down the line at third, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch, and it's fouled away. Here comes another 0-2. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1.
So the intent of that 0-2 cutter right there isn't necessarily to get a swinging strike. If you get it, well, hey, that's great. But if you get it inside enough and he does make contact, he probably can't do anything with it anyway.
So we got him looking there. Yonhervis Solarte goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Standing in, Eugenio Suarez. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
Here's the 0-1. High in the air out to center field. Blanco is there for it. And that's the third out. Padres down in order. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Digging in for his second at-bat, Ketel Marte. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Dan, that can't bother you too much as a pitcher. Guy swinging first pitch.
Now, one of the things you want to do, D-Row, is you have to try to get ahead with the first pitch. You want to throw one of the first 2 pitches for strikes. Unfortunately, sometimes when you bring the ball in the strike zone, you're bound to give up some base hits, but hopefully he can minimize the damage here.
Into the box now, Paul Goldschmidt. And a first pitch swing. He hits a fly ball to left center. Renfroe over to his left. 1 down. Now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Gary Sanchez, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swinging a high pop-up straight back, though it looks as though he'll have room back there. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
The batter, number 5.
Ready for another chance? Andres Blanco. He singled his last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. And that one just missed outside.
Man, he just missed the zone right there. One of the toughest pitches in the game, that backdoor cutter. As an offensive player, you give up on that pitch. As soon as it comes out of the hand, next thing you know, it's trying to grab the corner.
Lifted in the air out to left field. Renfroe is there, and they go down in a hurry here as his side is quickly retired. One left for Arizona through 4. Still tied, nothing. Back alongside Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as Will Myers is set to lead things off.
Will Myers.
And a good pitch on the inside corner for strike 1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fouled off. Another 0-2 home. And the sinking fastball called strike 3, and that's out number 1.
Now batting, second baseman.
Ready now, Ryan Schimpf. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First delivery to him on the way. Late that time for a strike. Padres still with the big goose egg in the hit column thus far. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Comes back with the cut fastball for strike 3 called, and there are 2 down. Still a little early to start talking about these things. There you go, right there. A big goose egg in that hit column, worth keeping in mind as we get later into the afternoon. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit hard on the ground to second, and the Friars are into the hit column.
Hey, this team has been shut down offensively up until this point, Dan. But right here, team's first hit of the game in the 5th inning. Let's see if it sparks them offensively.
You know, this will be interesting, D-Row, to see if they can crack this guy's code. A lot of times, once you get that first hit, several begin to fall after that one. So it'll be interesting to see if this guy can put the screws on this one and tighten things up and not allow any more base hits.
Behind 0-2 now. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. 1 left for San Diego. Halfway home, still no score. Jake Lamb standing in now as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the 5th. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that one just missed outside. Sliders in for a strike. Yanked fouled off to the right. Fastball called strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Into the box, Joe Acevedo. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. The 1-0. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Renfroe is under this one, and that's out number 2.
Now batting, left fielder.
Stepping into the box, Gregory Polanco. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway.
You can tell this offense is getting frustrated, but this might be one you have to shower off. When a guy's locating like this, fastball at the knees and to both corners, it's going to be tough for them to do anything with it.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Gone! Gregory Polanco leaves the yard with a solo shot. Home run number 9 on the year, and the Diamondbacks strike first. It's 1-0.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday, so you know he's locked in and ready to roll up there. We'll see if he learns from that mistake.
Standing in now, Zach Godley. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Down the left field line and deep. And that will end up a foul ball. Check swing here, but he holds up far too late as it's strike 3 and the inning is over. Diamondbacks hit the board first thanks to this solo home run. 5 innings complete. It's now 1-0 Arizona. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Mario Nunez to start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that quite frankly has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
And low, it's a ball and a strike. Swing and a miss as he ran that in on him. A ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, I know it's a day game, but these guys better wake up. He's on point today, throwing a lot of exploding stuff, darting and diving all over the strike zone.
And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
The pitcher number 37.
Ready for another chance? Travis Wood. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch is a cutter looked at, 0-1. Boys, we see the pitch count. It's hard to remember the last time we saw a guy pitch this efficiently.
Yeah, Matt, it's incredible to watch him go after guys. He's forcing.
Belted high in the air out to left. Back goes Polanco. On the warning track, he makes the catch. And that'll bring up Manuel Margot. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit hard down the right field line, but foul. 50th pitch of the game on its way. Good cut fastball that time, and he's in control now, 0-2.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. They still trail 1-0. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, A.J. Pollock. He'll be the first to swing it here in the Arizona 6th inning. First pitch is a slider called for a strike.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger 0-0. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the break, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
On the ground to the left side. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
The batter, number 4, second baseman.
Digging in and looking for more, Ketel Marte. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a neck-high fastball that time. 1 run on 3 hits. No errors so far for the Diamondbacks. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Line towards center field, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Hey, Dan, I would imagine guys like this frustrated the heck out of them.
Oh, they do. You know, you make quality pitches, they fight, they scratch, and then that one pitch that you leave up in the zone, they're able to take advantage of it and drive it for a base hit.
Has a look, now the pitch. Low for ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
Hit down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-1. Hit hard on the ground to first. Backhanded. There's one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. 7th inning coming up. It's the Diamondbacks 1 and the Padres nothing. Welcome back to Chase Field here in Phoenix. We're on to the 7th with the Diamondbacks out in front. And before we get the inning underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point. Ready for another shot now. Yonhervis Solarte. He'll start the 7th. And Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Oh, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot.
Meanwhile, this ball is into right center, and that ought to be good enough for extra bases. And he'll get in at second base as the tying runs aboard with a leadoff double. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with a single swing of the bat. And this might be their chance right here. They struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores him. Then who knows what kind of roll they could get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
To third. And a good throw gets him 1 gone. Here's Will Myers as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Hit hard on the ground to third. Lamb is up with it, and there are 2 away now. And that'll bring up the power-hitting middle infielder Ryan Schimpf. He hits with 2 away as they continue to trail in this close game.
Well, Matt, this has been a big inning on the mound. He's had to face the middle of the order, and so far he's held them at bay.
Yeah, this feels like the kind of inning we'll look back on at the end of the... Hang on, this is hit deep into right center. This looks to have enough, and it does. A home run. So it's a 2-run shot to right center. 8th home run on the season for him. And it gives the Padres a 2-1 lead. Stepping in now, Hunter Renfroe.
You can call it unfair or just the breaks of the game, but up until this pitch, which was a big mistake, he was throwing a gem. Now he looks up at the scoreboard and he's trailing. That's demoralizing, but he's got to forget about it quickly.
Behind 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Hit high and deep to right center. Pollock will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Padres get a couple of runs in the inning on the 2-run home run. Bottom of the 7th inning coming up. Get up and stretch. It's now 2-1 Friars. digging in once again, Gary Sanchez. Due up for the four, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had.
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone. It's a solo shot here for Gary Sanchez. Home run number 5 on the year, and the Diamondbacks have come back to tie this one at 2.
I can tell you one thing. You might get away with throwing a ball in that location in the minor leagues, but when you get one up like that in the zone right over the plate against these guys, you're going to get exactly what he got, a really bad result.
Now the skipper of the Padres is up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And that's going to do it now for Travis Wood. Certainly did his job here this afternoon, but he'll have nothing to show for it, as he'll be credited with a no decision. Kirby Yates comes on now, and he'll take over with nobody out in inning number 7.
Kirby Yates. The batter, number 5, shortstop, Andres
in now,
Blanco.
Andres Blanco. Swung on, and this one's driven in the air as well to deep right field. But he's going to haul this one in on the run as he winds up just shy of the wall for the first out.
Third baseman.
Digging in to try it again, Jake Lamb. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. 2 runs, 5 hits. No errors so far for the Diamondbacks. 2 balls and no strikes.
2-0.
Now the 2-0 home is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1. Easy fly ball into shallow center field. Suarez onto the grass. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
The batter, right fielder, Joe.
Ready once again, Joe Acevedo. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Missed with a slider. Up around the face. Two-0 count, the pitch. 3-0 now.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
Trio fastballs in for a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And the count will be full. Line hard to the left side, but this will be a foul ball. Another payoff pitch. Grounded to short. On to first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning is over. But the Diamondbacks come back to tie it on this solo home run. We're through 7 this afternoon, and we are tied 2-2. Here's Jabari Blash, 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. Ball and a strike. Hard hit to first. Taken in by Goldschmidt, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
The catcher, number 2, Mario Nunez.
Striding in once again, Mario Nunez. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Hey, as an offense, you do your homework, you scout. He hasn't been using that pitch an awful lot. I say you just throw that out. If he's going to flip that occasionally for a strike, then so be it.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. The 1-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Travis Jankowski will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 16.
And, looked inside, but that's ruled a strike, 0-1. They'll come into play here at 3:19. 1 home run and a dozen RBIs. Missed with a breaking ball.
Boy, that's a great breaking ball right there. That's a tough pitch to lay off when that ball's coming in at that plane right there. Quality take.
2 out, nobody on. Still 1-2. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Well, I'll tell you, he's not hitting over 300 by luck. He really knows the strike zone and his own strengths. That last take is a great example.
Line drive to center field. That gets down, and the inning continues. So he wins the full count battle and finds a way to extend the inning.
Hey, listen, when you have a good sinker, you have to throw it, but he's going to have to get the ball much lower in the zone than that last one.
Yeah, from the offensive side, Dan, 2-seamer, pitcher, sinker baller, what have you. You're looking for that thing to pop out above the belt, and that's exactly what happened right there. Missed middle.
Ready with the 1-0. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Again down to second. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. Runners going. Pitch is high. The throw. And no throw, in fact, as they'll just hang on to it. Looking to fade his first walk. Here it comes. There's a swing, and he sends the ball high in the air into left field. And it would have been trouble, but a great job there to pull this one in on a dead run. And that ends the inning. Corey Mazzoni is on his way into the ballgame now, as he'll be making his 50th appearance of the year. Here's Gregory Polanco. Comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And this will find the wall out near the visitors' bullpen. And your go-ahead run is in at second base here with a leadoff double.
The fans didn't even get a chance to settle in their seats for the beginning of the inning, and he just blistered that ball down the line on the first pitch he saw. It stayed fair, and he's safely on second with the leadoff double. That's the way you lead off an inning.
Danny Santana will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 23, Danny Santana.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1-0. Go ahead runs in scoring position here with nobody out. The 1-1 home. Misses, ball 2.
As a pitcher, you got to feel good that you had him out front. Even though he didn't pot commit on that one, it opens up a lot of weapons for you to go high fastball or throw even a better off-speed pitch.
Now the 2-1.
On the ground, back up the box, and it'll get through into center field, a base hit.
And the go-ahead run will score from second as they've taken the lead here in the late going.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
Oh, it especially does, especially when you start to score runs late in the game off of quality pitching. When runs are at a premium, that's one makes you feel really good about yourself.
Into the box, A.J. Pollock.
As he swings and grounds it toward the hole.
One there, on to first, and they get them both. Up next for Arizona, Vital Marte. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Line softly out toward left center. So he'll add one to his total as that falls in. He's got 3 hits in this one. So with 2 away, Paul Goldschmidt gets a chance following the base hit.
Hey, Dero, not a bad night. 3 singles, but hey, you'll take 3 for 4 every day of the week.
Yeah, in today's day and age, Dan, where everything's a homer, a walk, or a strikeout, it's refreshing to see this guy throw out 3 base hits.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now, 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, not his game so far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of expect him to pick up 2 or 3 hits most of the time. That's not really how baseball works, though.
Rounded down the third baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. And that finds the target. 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And a curveball that started low and broke lower. Ball 1.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
And the runner will get back standing. The 1-2. And a little self-preservation down at first as he pulls that one in to end the inning. So it's 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. 9th inning coming up. It's the Diamondbacks 3 and the Friars 2. David Hernandez comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
David Hernandez.
Trying to pick things up where we left off. Yonhever Solarte, who came across to score after doubling in his last at-bat. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Little dribbler down the line. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now. And he goes up the ladder on him, but he lays off 1-2.
Pretty standard fastball right there, 0-2. Now he's changed the eye level of the batter so he can start working something in like an off-speed curveball down in the zone.
Pollard is there, and he has it for the first out. Here's a look at the final line for the Arizona starter. It was a really nice day on the mound for him. At the plate, Eugenio Suarez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch on its way. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. Here's a high pop-up. Hernandez waits on it, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. it'll be the cleanup spot for the Padres. Will Myers, no hits in 3 tries so far. He struck out once. He's set, and the pitch. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Bullet back up the middle. But this is taken in as a perfect metaphor to end this one, as that ball was hit hard, but the ball game is over.
Well, there's no doubt they've looked pretty inept the last 5 games. But they got the monkey off their back here with the win and are hoping to build on that now.
A 1-run game this afternoon, 3-2 the final finish. The Arizona Diamondbacks came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Zach Godley earns his 8th victory of the season as he turns in 8 strong innings of work. David Hernandez earns the save out of the bullpen, his 22nd. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
Final line score for our ball game this afternoon. The victorious Diamondbacks, 3 runs on 8 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base. For the Padres, 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors. They left 2 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 55 minutes. A reminder that Postgame Valley Metro is available in Copper Square at Central Station. Also, extra Metro rail trains are available at the Washington and 3rd Street Station.
A truly gorgeous afternoon for baseball now from sunny AT&T Park in San Francisco. Today, Game 3 of this 4-game weekend set between the St. Louis Cardinals and the San Francisco Giants. Miguel Hernandez makes his big league debut right after this. Ariel Miranda gets the start for San Francisco in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Ariel Miranda has a really good arm from the left side. Long, lanky, loose arm. Mid-90s, 93 to 95. Good slider, good curveball. His changeup needs a little bit of refining, but he has a good, quick, brisk arm. And that fastball, I could say that he is a sneaky, quick fastball. It's 93, 94, but it plays like it's 95, 96.
Here's the second baseman, Colton Wong. He will lead this one off today. And we are underway this afternoon as the first pitch is over for a called strike one. Danny Dero, this Giants team, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come in off a good victory last time out, but one that was just their second win in their last 8 tries.
Yeah, Matty B. And you know what, Dero? Now I guess it's time where you push that go button. You're getting a little sense of urgency. They find themselves in third place, and if they want to be part of the postseason picture, it's time to get going and get going pronto.
Yeah, it's taken too long for this team to carve out any identity for themselves. They're going to have to find a way to get on a roll, offensively or pitch better. Something's got to change.
Now a chance to look at the starting 9 for the visiting St. Louis Cardinals. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Yeah, Matt, I think everyone should keep an eye on Colton Wong. He's been the fire starter for this team. Last 10 games, how about an on-base percentage of over 400? As he goes, so goes the team. He's playing great ball and making things happen.
No balls and a strike to count. A very comfortable afternoon for baseball. 61 degrees our game time temperature. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Carl Dixon.
Hey, Dero, one of the things you have to be aware of as a hitter from Carl Dixon, he'll call that high strike.
Yeah, he will. So you better be on top of your game with 2 strikes, because if they elevate, good chance Carl Dixon's punching your ticket.
Now that ball's hit well, deep down the left field line, headed toward the foul pole. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Here he comes again, 1-2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Boy, not what you want coming out of the gate as a pitcher, right? You don't want to have to show all of your pitches this early on in the game, but that's a quality at bat. And what does it make you do as a pitcher? You have to use a lot of your pitches, and the more pitches a hitter sees, the better chance they have to make good contact.
Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. He had a couple of hits in that ball game last night. Off the plate and away there, 1 ball, no strikes. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1. 1-1. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Just underway here in San Francisco. And he struck him out. So a fine inning here. strikes out this time. Miguel Hernandez steps on the rubber today for his first major league start. Dan, what do you got on him?
Well, I think the big key, Matt, is just going to be able to control the butterflies. You can only make your first start one time, and a lot of emotions, a lot of things are going through your mind when you're taking your warm-up pitches. Hopefully you can settle down, control that heartbeat, as they say, breathe in, breathe out, and try to enjoy the first big league experience. Hey, we're looking at a guy that knows how to pitch. Last year, his ERA was just under 3.5 for the season, and I would imagine going into the offseason, he's looking to better that, and hopefully he gets off to a good start. We'll see if that starts in this one today.
And here's a look at the hometown Giants starting lineup in this one. Mark DeRosa, tell us about this lineup in a daytime home contest.
Matty, this lineup's got to be willing to adjust. They cannot stay staunch and try and pull everything, or there will be a ton of ground ball and weak fly ball contact. They have to be willing to use line to line to get this done today.
Wow, the pitcher must be just shaking his head. That pitch wasn't anywhere near the strike zone, but he gave it the old tomahawk chop and somehow connected with it anyway. Now he's standing on second, and he even has to smile about that one.
Set. Here's the 0-1. And a curveball that started low and broke lower. Ball one. Now a swing by Posey, and this one's on the ground to short. And there's out number 2.
Batting fourth, first baseman.
So striding forward for his first opportunity, Brandon Belt. And we'll see if he can get out of this little dry spell he's stuck in. Not much offensively coming from him lately. Soft liner to the right side. And there's a base hit as the run will score from third, and the Giants. Break out on top here, 1-0.
Hey, you never know when the turning point's going to come. It could be your number right there. Just an excellent job. 2-out RBI. I know it's early, but clutch hitting is not just for the late innings.
He's set. Here it comes. Hit hard to the right side, and that finds its way through for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second, as there are 2 aboard now.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hit streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1.
That's how quick an inning can potentially get away from you out there. You get the first 2 outs pretty quick. Next guy gets on, and now you're staring the number 4-hole hitter in the face with a runner in scoring position.
The 1-1. Hit on the ground out to short. There is Jerko, and he'll go the short way to retire the side. So it's a run on 3 hits. No. So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder Paul DeYoung. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. Now the pitch. And that's on the outside corner for a strike. DeYoung in an 0-2 hole here. DeYoung, just 24 years of age. He was a 4th-round selection back in the 2015 MLB draft.
Hey, this middle-round selection is still developing, but he's doing it at the big league level, and he has a lot of time to get his tool set ironed out. Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Now another 1-2. Fouled away. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2.
Well, what do you do when guys keep fouling pitches off like this? I guess you could back them off the plate by throwing one inside.
And he finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at bat. Here's Jed Jerko now, and we'll see if he can at least put the ball in play, something the first 4 men have been unable to do. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. The Giants have struck first here. They lead it 1-0 as we play the second. Jerko in front, 2 balls and no strikes. 2 balls and a strike.
Some guys are great low ball hitters, but most guys, especially guys with pop like this, they're hunting for the ball belt high and above. So that was a nicely spotted fastball down in the zone.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Tried to stay back on the changeup there, but this is chopped foul at home plate. Another try at 2-2. Swing, line drive. That's going to be troubled. He takes the turn and heads for second. Arms pumping. He's hustling for third. And he will make it up to third base, as that is a gift there off of what was a terrible throw. Next to bat for St. Louis, Jose Martinez, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third.
That fastball must have a little late life on it, because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
That strikeout changes the whole complexion of the inning. He was definitely pitching for it with a runner on third and 1 out, and he got it. Now it's going to take a hit or something like a wild pitch to get that guy home.
A called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
Behind 0-2 now. The 0-2 to Molina. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
Man, 35 pitches with only 2 outs in the second inning. Ideally, you'd like to have 30 or less after 2 innings, so he's got some catching up to do.
Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. Posey reaches out for the tag, and that ends the inning. 1 left for the Cardinals. They're down 1-0. So in now for San Francisco, Pablo Sandoval. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
Pablo Sandoval.
First delivery to him on the way. To first, Molina right there, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The St. Louis Cardinals attack you on defense in this fashion. And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
A ball and a strike. Hernandez is making his debut on the mound today, as we've mentioned. His performance in this one could be a good barometer as to whether he's ready to deal with major league hitters at this point in his career.
Yeah, Matt, this guy wasn't really the most highly touted prospect coming up through the minor league system, but one of the things he does, he throws strikes, and if he continues to pitch like he did in the minor leagues here at the big league level, there's no reason why he shouldn't be able to stay here and pitch very competitive baseball.
And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. Now the 3-2 pitch. Hit hard to short. And that's the second out. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Ariel Miranda. First pitch of the at-bat. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. And he lays off for ball one. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss at a ball down. Dribbled to the right side. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Giants are down 1-2-3. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0. Back with you from San Francisco and the home of the Giants, AT&T Park. Glad to have you with us in the early goings of this one. Stepping in for the Cardinals, Carson Kelly, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Now a fastball to start the third. That misses. It's ball one. Fastball, and that thing got up there at 95 miles an hour. A ball and a strike. It's a swinging bunt up the line. That winds up foul for the second strike. The 1-2. Fly ball out toward left center field. Span giving chase, but he won't get to it, and this should put a man in scoring position to start the inning. And he will make it there as the Cardinals get a man into scoring position on the leadoff double.
Now that's the way you answer. They're down 1-0 already, but he races the double and puts himself into scoring position. That'll get the dugout fired up and excited to punch back.
Now a bunt attempt here. Throw by Sandoval is in time, 1 away. So he comes up empty in his first major league at bat.
I know he was expecting more, but that's a win. If you can put the ball in play, your first big league AB, and you're able to get that adrenaline and the nerves out of you, that's a win right there.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Kepler's there for it. And he makes the catch for the second out. Here's Dexter Fowler now, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. From the stretch. Hit hard on the ground at first. And that's through into right field for a base hit. He'll come home with it. And not in time as the run scores.
You know, D-Row, there are certain hitters that just love to come up and clutch 2-out RBI situations, and this guy certainly is one of those guys.
Yeah, they're able to slow the moment down. It's not for everybody. This guy has ice water in his veins, consistently coming through in big spots. Nice job right there to tie this one up.
On the move now is Fowler. Strike taken to throw. And no throw, in fact, as he'll just hang on to it. The 0-2 home. Popped high in the air. And Panik will make the catch, and that retires the side. Back to the top of the order now. And standing fourth is the left-handed hitting Denard Span. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. This is on the ground over the first. Molina moving to his right, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The second baseman, number 12, Joe Panik.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Joe Panik. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. Lays off 1-0. Hernandez has definitely caught the fan base's eye during his time in the minors. There's some real electricity in the air as he makes his major league debut in front of the home crowd.
Well, listen, this is the much anticipated debut, and they're not making it easy for him as he's making his debut on the road, but that must tell you what the organization and what that manager feels about this young pitcher. If they feel confident enough to run him out there on the road in his debut, that tells you they really like this guy.
Swing and a little tapper. In time to first, and there are two away.
Now batting, the catcher, number 28.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Buster Posey. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. And he misses inside with that one. Ball one. Out in front of a fastball as this is ripped down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball. Posey will take the turn and head for second. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double.
Just goes to show you, if you're going to throw that two-seam fastball away, which I don't think is the best pitch anyway, you better start that thing out of the zone and let it work its way back to the corner. With this one, it started out on the corner, so it leaked back right over the heart of the plate and got whacked.
Ball one to start the at-bat. Posey at second with two down. Hit hard on the ground to first. And that is into right field. A base hit. And the runner at third will put the brakes on here as they didn't want to chance it even with two outs.
He looked a little bit out in front right there, but he's able to pull that ground ball through the hole for a single.
Max Kepler the next to grab a bat as he rips it on the ground to second. And that'll get by into center field for a base hit. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. It's now a 2-1 ball game. Riding in once again, Jack Levine. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third.
You know what I like right there, Dan, is the batter's approach. Not trying to do too much, just take it.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made. Ready for another chance? Paul DeYoung as we begin the top of the fourth. Called a strike on the outer half. 0-1.
You can tell this offense is getting frustrated, but this might be one you have to shower off. When a guy's locating like this.
Fastball at the letters, and he turns on it, hits it high and deep out to center field. Into the bleachers and gone.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Here's Jed Jerko now as it's grounded sharply to first. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Digging in to try it again, Jose Martinez. 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. Now the pitch. In there for strike 1, 0-1. 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. sent on the ground out to second. And there are 2 away now.
First baseman number 4, Yadier Molina.
Now at the plate, Yadier Molina. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. First pitch of the at-bat. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. 0-1 the count to Molina. Now a swing and a weak little line drive over to first. And this is past belt on down the line. A fair ball.
Boy, D-Roll, that ball wasn't hit very hard, but when you're struggling like this guy is, any knock is a good knock.
Yeah, 100%. He doesn't usually get those. He has to square it up mid-barrel to find a way to get a knock. He hasn't had much luck this year, but he'll take that any day.
I'm set with the 0-1. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. Molina, the runner at first with 2 gone. And he missed with it. It's 1-2. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Here's the Panda now, Pablo Sandoval.
Leading off the Giants' board, third baseman, Pablo.
First pitch coming, here it is. This is pulled into right. But this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out. Stepping into the box, Brandon Crawford. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First delivery to him on the way. And a neck-high fastball that time. For the current campaign, Crawford carries a batting line little over the 260 mark. And 2-0 now as this misses below the knees.
That's a good approach when you're facing a young arm you might not be too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got. Now he's got himself ahead in the count.
Squared that one up just a little late. 2 runs, 6 hits, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. Line toward the alley in left center. And maybe trouble afoot as Crawford's aboard here with a base hit.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those 2 at-bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
Into the box now, Ariel Miranda. Yes, he'll take a look at ball 1. Now the 1-0. Now a bunt attempt here. Throw gets him, 2 down.
The center fielder, number 2, Denard.
Here's the center fielder, Denard Span. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Getting a few steps off the second there. Now the pitch. And he lays off there, 1-0. Skied into straightaway right. The Scotties on the move, and that ends the inning. Giants leave 1. The next to bat for St. Louis, Miguel Hernandez. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swung on and missed, outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Hey, as an offense, you do your homework, you scout. He hasn't been using that pitch an awful lot. I say you just throw that out. If he's going to flip that occasionally for a strike, then so be it.
And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. And now back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. Stepping in, Colton Wong. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident, attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Colton Wong becomes the second out here in inning number 5. Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
Hey, from an offensive standpoint, you better get it ready. This guy is not throwing a ton of pitches. He's confident in his stuff. He's pounding the zone. He's got 2 quick outs. You better pull the trigger.
And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. Halfway home, tied 2 apiece. Here's Joe Panic, 1 for 2, including a double back in the first.
Second baseman, Joe Panic.
First pitch coming, here it is. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Played on the backhand. And the throw is wide as it pulls the first baseman off the bag. So that'll go down as an E4, as he certainly had his problems that time at second base. Here's Buster Posey now. He hit a 2-bagger and later scored in his previous plate appearance. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Oh, and now Posey gets around on one and drives it out to deep left field. And it's gone into the bleachers. Two-run shot for Buster Posey. 12 home runs for him now thus far, and it will stake the Giants a 4-2 lead.
Hey, that's one of the toughest parts about standing out there on the bump. Giving up a long home run or giving up a bomb at any time as a pitcher. You just have to regroup and get back on that horse.
First baseman Brandon Belt.
And he puts it on the ground to second.
Wong is there on to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
Right fielder, Max Kepler.
Digging in and looking for more, Max Kepler. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Tough day at the office in his debut here today. How worrisome is this start for you guys looking forward?
Well, it can be very worrisome because I think one of the keys to getting off to a good start as a young pitcher is having some success early on. Success breeds success. And he's going to have a tough time shrugging this one off. When you don't have a lot of dirt underneath your feet, outings like these ones, they tend to bother you for a while.
Halfway to 100 pitches, here it is. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. That's wide, 2-0.
We're starting to see a lot more balls from him now, and that's a direct result of him getting hit around pretty good. He's trying to do something different, and it's resulting in him not attacking the strike zone anymore.
He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Bye-bye, baby. The Giants strike for a pair as you get another look at the 2-run dinger. Through 5 innings, it's now 4-2 San Francisco. Ready for another shot now, Stephen Piscotty. He's set to lead us off in the 6th inning. Here's the pitch. Hit hard down the line. But this is foul for the first strike. Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
The 0-2 once more. It's an off-speed pitch taken for a ball. Ground ball right side. Panic's able to get there. Throw in time at first. A nice play in short right for the first out. So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder, Paul DeYoung. He's 1 for 2 in this one.
Yeah, Matt, that last at-bat, that was a pretty good pitch. A fastball down and away that he went out and hooked and pulled it. So if I'm on the mound right now, I'm going to have to think about throwing one up and in and standing this guy up to make that outside corner not as appealing.
Behind 0-2 now. Trying to send him packing for the second time. This one is launched. Look at this. Into the bleachers and gone.
I think if this pitch would have been a little higher and in on his hands, it would have been effective. But he left this one belt high. Big mistake. He's a guy that will feast on belt high pitches on the inner half, which is pretty obvious now.
A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Fly ball out toward left center field.
That jumps off the page at me. He's found that power chord. Hit some huge homers for the Cards.
There to take this in is Crawford, and there are 2 away now. Digging in once again, Jose Martinez. He was a ground out victim last time up. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. But it bends just foul into the second deck. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. And the 2-out hit keeps the inning alive for Yadier Molina.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Hunter Strickland takes over here with the runner at first and 2 gone in the inning. Standing in now, Yadier Molina, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
In the air down the line in left. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Zach Duke enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 29, Zach Duke.
Pablo Sandoval will be the first one to greet him, as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here.
Pablo Sandoval.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And that one just missed outside. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Cardinals get the bullpen started here as a right-hander's up and warming. Fly ball right down the line in left. Martinez on the move, and he makes the catch in the corner.
The shortstop, number 35.
Striding into the box, Brandon Crawford. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Line toward center field. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. So a line drive single to center makes it 2 hits for him this afternoon. And we take a look there at the San Francisco team leaders in that category, and he's currently second best on this Giants roster. Christian Arroyo will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and 1 gone in the inning. Softly on a line to third, but gloved by the third baseman for the out. And now back to the leadoff spot in the Giants lineup. Stepping forward, Denard Span. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. First offering on its way. Pops this one up. DeYoung is there. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 1 left. Back here in San Francisco, Giants leading this one as we get set for the 7th. But before it gets underway, there you see our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Will Smith will come on now and make his 55th appearance of the year. Leading off the inning, Carson Kelly, and they'll need him to get something going here.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Strike 2 called on the inner half. 0-2 now. Liner towards second. He'll get to this one deep in the hole, and he'll throw him out from short right field. Nicely done for the first out. Matt Carpenter has grabbed the bat and moved into the on-deck circle, so that's going to be the end of the line for Zach Duke. They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike 1. And he's carrying a batting average of just over 300, so clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. And the pinch hitter will not be able to advance the cause, and there are 2 away now. Here's Colton Wong now. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. First pitch coming. Here it is. A ball and no strikes.
Boy, that was an awfully close pitch right there. I know if I'm on the mound, I want that pitch called a strike. That's one of those that could go either way.
A ball and a strike now. We're in the 7th inning now of a 4-3 ball game. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Kepler's there for it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Down. Matt Bowman gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. Digging in to try it again, Joe Panik. He reached base on an error and later came around to score last time up. And this is taken outside for ball 1. The 1-0 misses off the plate. Pulled toward right center field. Piscotty moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1. Buster Posey will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a fastball runs in a bit too close for comfort that time.
He went deep earlier, so that might have been a little bit of a message they were trying to send to get him off the plate. At the very least, they're clearly trying to get him from getting his arms extended again.
Line drive to center field, but sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out. Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt. He's looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. This is pulled into right, but a little unlucky there as it's hit right to him. Here's Dexter Fowler now. He'll have the first crack at it here as we start inning number 8. Mark Melanson been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 41, Mark Melanson.
First pitch of the at-bat. And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. Third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2. 4-3 our score here as we play the 8th. Now a flare out toward right center.
In comes Kepler.
He can't get there as it falls in.
Man, he's seeing it like a beach ball right now. Even his soft contact is finding holes there.
He's making it nearly impossible for a pitcher right now. Up, down, in and out, hard, soft. Anything you throw forward to home plate, this guy seems to somehow be able to find a hole.
Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. A bouncer up the middle. Crawford's got it to second for one. On to Belt, and they turn the double play. That ends the inning. Nothing doing there for St. Louis. Score holds at 4-3. Tommy Pham will stick around as he'll take over in right field.
Now playing right field,
Brett Cecil will come on in release now as he'll make his 35th appearance of the season.
For the Cardinals, number 21.
Ready for another chance? Max Kepler. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Popped up. DeYoung has a play, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
The left fielder, number 31.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jack Levine. Past history with Brett Cecil. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Hit in the air to center field. Fowler has a read on it. 2 down. Ready for another shot now. Pablo Sandoval. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. First delivery to him on the way. To short. Jerko fields it cleanly. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Giants down in order. And it remains a 4-3 game. Here's Jed Jerko now.
Leading off for St. Louis, shortstop.
Corey Garrett comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the ninth.
Now pitching for the Giants, number 62, Corey.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1. Sliders in for a strike. The 0-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th.
When your closer comes in and strikes out the first guy he faces, everyone on the team can kind of take a deep breath. Still have 2 more outs to get, but retiring that leadoff guy is always huge when you're trying to shut a game down.
First pitch of the at-bat. High in the air out to center field. Span is under it. 2 gone. Riding in once again, Yadier Molina. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
I mean, Yadi, when he first broke on the scene, was a defender first and foremost. You can't say that anymore. I mean, he's evolved into a really, really nice offensive play.
1-run game here in the top of the 9th. And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. And a big orange and black wave gets up now. 41,503 fans strong. Now a ball hit high in the air, deep down the line in left, hooking just a little. And a big sigh of relief on the mound as that nearly tied it, but this ball is fouled. And a step on first for the out, and the ball game is over.
He's proven to be an awfully reliable reliever this season. He wraps this one up and collects his 20th save of the year so far.
A one-run finish, 4-3, the final tally today. The San Francisco Giants used a nice fifth inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Ariel Miranda earned his 5th win of the year. Corey Guerin records the save, his 20th of the season. So that's it for us this afternoon. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, log on to theshownation.com.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Giants. 4 runs on 9 hits. No errors. They left 6 men on base. For St. Louis, 3 runs on 8 hits with 1 error. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 5 minutes. Our paid attendance this afternoon, 41,503. The Giants thank you for attending today's game at AT&T Park and remind you to please buckle up and drive home safely.